What's up, fight fans? So we're coming at you to discuss the upcoming fight this coming Saturday, April 13th on Showtime, which I want to spotlight the ladies, Clarissa Shields versus Christina Lady Hammer. And, this is an interesting fight. This is probably the first woman's mega fight that we've ever seen, which is very exciting. You know, Clarissa Shields, two-time Olympic gold medalist, which, is history making in and of itself. Then you got Lady Hammer, the reigning champion. I believe she's 24 and 0. So the professional experience is definitely on her side. And she's a really good fighter, very good technical fighter. She has an extremely good jab, and she uses it in a variety of ways. She uses it to keep fighters off of her. Then she's got what I call stopping power with her jab, where she could literally stop your forward momentum by just pumping that jab. She really sits on it really well. And everything she does works off of that jab, which is sort of fighting 101. Clarissa, on the other hand, Clarissa's got that dog in her. Clarissa, she just likes to scrap. Historically, got her in a little bit of trouble in the Hannah Gabriel's fight where she got knocked down because on her attacks, she's a little bit reckless. And funny enough, I actually saw another video on YouTube where she was getting some advice from Andre Ward, and one of the things he was telling her, this is before the Hannah Gabriel's fight, one of the things that he was telling her was, you don't have to come straight in the door all the time. You can, when you're fighting, step over, come at an angle, feint before you come in. You don't just have to come in, just all the time. And like I said, I think getting that advice from a fighter like Andre Ward, then having to fight with Hannah Gabriel's where she does get knocked down and sort of experiences that, her mistakes firsthand, what they could cost her. I think she's going to be a better fighter for it. I think it might be the best thing that ever happened to her. She's 24 years old, so she's still getting better. I think this fight is going to come down to basically who can impose their game plan. Can Hammer keep Clarissa off with that jab, and keep this fight at a more favorable distance for her, having the reach advantage? I think for Clarissa, she needs to get up on the inside. She needs to make this a scrap, but an intelligent scrap. I think she needs to get up on the inside of the jab. One of the ways to do that is come in with a high guard, and almost the old Mike Tyson approach. You come in with a high guard and you just do it from your torso, sort of with oblique movement. You just come in, rather than just coming straight in as you're shuffling in for your offense, you're kind of slipping under, always sort of angling off, and then you throw in and you come and you let your shots go. I think, Hammer is vulnerable to body shots on the inside. I've even seen other ladies, throw a couple of double jabs at Hammer, double jab, right hand to the body. And I've seen her get caught with that quite often. So I think Clarissa definitely needs to go to the body. She needs to get inside, make this a scrap. Man, if I had to pick, and, I always like to see the skilled fighter. Most times I'll always pick the skilled fighter over a slugger. Not to say that Shields is a slugger, because I think she's a lot more than that. I think 2 Olympic gold medals proves that. I just don't think that Hammer will be able to keep Clarissa off of her for the full 10 rounds. And I'm gonna say that, Clarissa learned from the Hannah Gabriel's fight, being trained by John David Jackson, and I believe she's going to take Andre Ward's advice and approach this fight in a more tactical fashion. And I'm going to say I'm going to give Clarissa the nod in this fight. I'm going to say I'm going to say by decision. I'm going to say it goes the full 10 in a tough scrap, but Clarissa wins by decision. But as always, we will see what happens. So I will catch you guys after the fight, and on to the next one.